Championships. And now it's time to move on to the second bronze medal match, the penultimate match for this evening. Edward POPP of Germany, he's the man in red. Bilal Makhov, the big Russian, well, he looks as if he means business.
He looks sympathetic for a giant.
You wouldn't want to meet him on a dark night, I tell you. Very, very strong, very imposing. Well, it's interesting, of course, for Edward POPP. 7th at the Worlds, bronze at the Junior Worlds. He works in a bank, so can he cash in here? But to do that, he's going to have to go against Makhov.
Makhov is 2-time freestyle Olympic bronze, so he's a world champion. So let's see. And he got beat by the Turkish at the end, but now he's in final. But he was already a comrade of giant, I will say.
So how usual is it, Daniel, in this day and age, this generation, to see someone transfer from freestyle to Greco, and only this is the first time that he's wrestled in Greco?
Yes, but you know, as I say, Greco is complementary to freestyle, if you remember what I said yesterday. So that it proves that, by the way, I am convinced because I did both styles.
Absolutely, to great success.
Is here that it proves that, you know, a good freestyler can do a Greco also. And if you have a good balance on the legs, a good power on the legs, and good upper body power also, you know, it's trying to have the Germans trying to have a hip toss, and the Russians trying to have the belt.
Well, look at the differences in physiques here, Daniel.
One is longiform, the other one is a handiform, means a little bit bigger, with a bigger stomach. The Russian looks more athletic. He got a good control. If he will try maybe to hip toss and or go behind.
Well, as we mentioned, 3 times world champion
now
in the
will
freestyle.
Try to make him stepping out for 1 point. How much they give? They give 4 points for a
the throw. Well, Makhov transferring his skills from freestyle.
Yeah, just you know, he didn't use his leg; he used his body and his stance and the point in the floor to move around and to destabilize the German.
Well, he's popped POPP onto the mat. The German in trouble again. And it's the physicality and athleticism of the Russian Makhov. He's making the most of this, and it's a handy 5-point lead. We know that in Greco it's only 8 points of a technical gap, and that would be the end of the match. But Edward POPP had a great win against Iran in the semi-final. He used a lot of energy.
Maybe he lost most of his energy with this combat.
Looks
with
like
the Iranian.
it. Yeah, he beat Iran 6-0, which is not easy. But he's having a very hard time of it here. The big German in red. The Russian just leaning on now. He's done tremendous amount of work here in this opening period.
Yeah, the Russian re-engaging the arms and looking behind.
And pushing him out again. Although POPP has the chance. POPP was looking for
That's another 4 point, that's it.
And it'll be game over.
He tried.
But talk a little bit about this, Daniel. Bilal Makhov from Russia, 3 times freestyle champion, and in this day and age to take a Greco-Roman bronze medal.
I think it's the first time in the history of wrestling having the guy who's champion in both sides, world champion in both sides.
Well, wonderful work from Makhov. Great bronze medal for the Russian. Edward POPP did all he could, but he was placed onto the mat once too often. The physicality of Bilal Makhov.
I'm sorry I say world champion is just a bronze medal.
Don't worry. Maybe next time for Makhov.
Being medalist on both styles.
To be honest, he was very close up against the Cuban Mayan Lopez, who'll be up later on. The Russian Makhov was really, really close in the semi-final. It came down to a deduction. So he's there or thereabouts. And of course the Russians, well, they love to have the big men dominate.
Yeah, you see that he just stepped outside of the German. It was enough to destabilize him and to put POPP on the shoulders, flat on the shoulders. 4 points. The referee was, you know, saw the call of the referee right away. 4 points. That's it.
Wonderful moments for Makhov. Freestyle.